the NTR podcast.
On today's episode,
they are small people in blackface, and they dance around Santa.
Okay.
And that's Christmas. We got some footage.
She's questioning Christmas quite a bit, which I love.
She's right too, Dylan. Do you know why? Because it's mainly trope-based.
Graeme Smith!
I read something.
What were we saying the other week? He wants to cancel Christmas.
Lube delivery! Get your lube!
What, the bottom of the street? Come and collect your lube!
And now, from Liverpool, around the world on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
It's time to open your mind, expand your outlook, and occasionally soil yourself with delight.
This is the NTR podcast with Dylan Evans and Graeme Smith.
Here we go!
Hey.
Hello! Hi, and welcome to episode 17, the Christmas special of the NTR podcast with me, Dylan Evans.
And me, Graeme Smith, as well.
So just before we start this, quick little disclaimer, if we're in a bit of a mood. This is the second attempt of recording this podcast, so we did try it yesterday. Got a good hour in.
More than an hour, yeah.
More than an hour.
15
More than an hour in, yeah. We're like, oh yeah, this is fine. Tried to watch it back. File was corrupt. The backup, the file was corrupt, much like the Tory government, Graeme.
It was fucked.
Wall-to-wall corruption. There we go.
I like that.
There we go. So we literally did it for nothing.
Oh, it was the worst.
Nothing. I think I know why it happened though. You were going on about it was all technical mumbo jumbo. No. What was it yesterday when we recorded? It was
the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. That was what was going on yesterday. It was the grand conjunction they called it.
The astrology. I get these mixed up all the time.
Astrology and astronomy, you get them confused.
I get them both mixed up because one of them's science and the other one is the space magic.
One of them's science, like looking and like registering. Oh, that's
proper numbers, stuff, science.
The other one is related to where these things are on the sky
and mystical music and
nothing to do with mystical music and moods and world events and how stuff affects the environment. I don't see how you wouldn't imagine that things that exist in the universe wouldn't affect the environment.
Yeah, but it's when it gets stupid. It's like, oh, I spilt me soup because of mercury and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, maybe not necessarily that. But isn't the great conjunction quite festive? Which ties into the festive Christmas special. Because
they said it was the star that the men went and followed.
Yeah, they reckon it's the North. Well, what is it? The North Star?
It's not the North Star, no.
It's not, is it? Well,
the North Star's always in the sky.
The Jesus star.
The one that, there's a star appeared and people like, that doesn't happen.
That'll be Jesus. Off we fuck. Let's go.
Let's travel for hundreds of miles on a camel.
Uber, get there. Yeah.
Well, but yesterday when all that went wrong, the weirdest thing, it was that day. And it hasn't happened for 800 years, the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. It was the day that Britain shat the bed and we realised we're cut off from the rest of Europe. And when it happened, it was 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I did a bit of checking yesterday afterwards. And what time of day do you think the great conjunction that hasn't happened for 800 years was?
Was it about 1?
It was 1:30 in the afternoon.
As things went tits up.
That went off. The telly went off.
It was genuinely mad. It was like nothing I've ever seen. I was creeped out. That's rare.
Creeped out and fuming.
Yes, mostly fuming though.
Really confusing combination of things to feel.
Yeah, so we're feeling very festive.
Yeah.
We love Christmas, especially with the old, I don't want to say this word, but I'm going to have to. Brexit.
Oh,
don't turn off. Don't turn off. I know, I'm so bored of it anyway, but this will be it now, surely. Once we're out, Graeme, we're never going to...
We're out.
Well, yeah, we'll take back control and... What are the other
We're going to take back control.
What are the other good things about Brexit?
We're going to take back control.
Make our own laws.
There
was all them in Brussels. We've not voted them in and they're making our laws.
There was the fish.
The fish?
It was mainly fish-based.
Yeah, there was a lot of fish chat. Don't get really why.
0.1% of the economy. Employs 20,000 people. And we want our fish. And that's what they've been pushing it up to till the last minute.
Fish.
They have been pushing up to that and we're refusing to budge.
Do you think that's a dead cat?
To distract from all the other, from 70,000 dead people.
Yes.
Oh, look, but what about the fish?
We love fish and chips in Britain.
It's very much that, isn't it?
It's based on stuff like that, I think.
Very British.
So no deal looks like it's on as of like the next few days. What does that mean? I hear you say.
Wasn't it the worst case scenario ever in the world?
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's good.
Well, they said, you'll really know when it happens. And people are like, that won't fuck, as if. They're just scaremongering. Well, it's not even happened yet. And then there was just a bit of a rush on getting freight for Christmas, you know.
Was that the lorries and that?
Yeah, before the deadline for leaving the European Union, you've got to pay all tariffs and paperwork will pay. A lot of lorry drivers and transport companies are getting their stuff across to Europe. There's going to be shortages, according to the supermarkets, of lettuce. Lettuce show, because we import a lot of our lettuce.
Where?
Broccoli. Where from?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Belgium,
something like that.
Probably.
That's where like the winter vegetables come from. And then citrus fruits, we're gonna have a shortage of them. All before it's even happened. Right now, before we'd even been cut off from the rest of Europe, which we haven't, no one will accept any British freight or travellers. Before that, there was already 5-6 fucking mile traffic jams out of the Channel Tunnel and out of the port of Dover.
Already? This was happening already?
Yeah.
And now?
Because it's a busy Christmas and we're about to leave, and now the shit's at the fan.
No cabbage.
No cabbage.
No cauliflower.
No freight is allowed from the UK to France. So there's loads of, imagine being a foreign driver stuck here, like your family are in, and they're not going to get back in time for Christmas. I feel really bad on them. My dad used to be a lorry driver, and it used to be the big thing. Get home for Christmas. He'd be working in fucking London or something, and he'd drive back, get dead.
Driving home for Christmas.
Driving his RT
He'd have that.
up the M6.
Blasting. Ragging it round.
Chris Reid on the go, yeah.
120.
Taking people out, aquaplaning all the way back to Liverpool.
18-wheeler.
Just so you could just fucking see us open those prezzies on Christmas morning. But you would do, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
so I feel really bad on them fellas who are like having to shit in buckets and bottles.
How many people?
Oh, lorry drivers.
Can you stop shitting in the Lucozade bottles, though, please?
That's what they're doing. That's what
At least change the bottle.
The good people of Kent voted to leave the European Union. I don't think it was so that they could have people pissing and shitting in bottles and throwing it out of lorries on the motorway.
Well, that's what they've got.
That's what they've got.
So
and also, that's where this new thing of COVID's come from.
Oh, the new... What is it?
The new brand.
Super COVID.
Super COVID, which is, do you want some stats on Super COVID? I've got them here for you. You're getting them anyway.
Go on.
Chris Whitty. Oh, we love him. Do we?
No.
Well, I don't know. He's just there. The new variant is discovered in the southeast of England. It's up to 70% more transmissible. And they back this up by checking it. It's between 50 and 70% more infectious. It could increase the R value, which is the thing measuring how infectious stuff are, by half.
That's good.
It'll take like 1 or 2 weeks to go from a relatively low level to high level. So if you're in tier 2 now, chances are tier 4 is next. Because you were in Liverpool the other day, weren't you?
Oh my God, I was walking around
tier 2 in Liverpool.
L1 shopping and little bits and bobs, and I don't think I've ever seen the city centre of Liverpool that busy, ever. I lived there for years as well, but it was just, I couldn't move. I was like I was having to shuffle past people. Not many people wearing masks. And didn't have many Scouse accents. There's a lot of Manx.
A lot of people.
I know I don't want to say
Manchester's and I love Manchester.
I love Manchester, but you would come over as well. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
If you can't get me shopping. Liverpool's a big shopping city. It's a big party city. So everyone's just kind of congregated to us. So we're gonna be tier 4, I think. But
we'll get an extra one made for us.
January the 2nd.
The whole nation's going to go into a lockdown, they reckon, off the back of this. Because
I'm going just into the new year when we're like, okay,
3, 2, 1.
Tier 4, just so you know, tier 4.
Boris will be there. Instead of setting off all the horns, they just comes on in the style of a ship horn. Yeah.
Jules Holland brings out Boris and he just announces to us all, oh yeah, we're all fucked for another 3 months.
Does a big shit on stage.
Oh God, imagine yeah. I don't like imagining anyone on the bog,
but especially not him. He looked fucked last night.
Yeah, he's aging like fruit at the minute, isn't he? He's doing that leadership thing when leaders age.
You can really tell what they're up to by how tired they look, can't you?
Yeah.
And Boris Johnson is there's 2 things going on here. We've got Corones, we've got Brexit, and we're talking about them in the same conversation because now they were kind of like 2 separate events, and now they've converged into one massive fucking. Oh my God, I don't know. I was going to call it a clusterfuck, but it's so much worse than that.
It's beyond that. It's borderline apocalyptic. I don't think people are realising it quite yet either.
No.
I haven't. The only people I've seen really panicking are experts.
Yeah.
How
they're
weird
shitting themselves now.
The proper experts.
If you want to panic buy it, do it now.
But don't say that.
Not that many people watching.
I know, but if you don't panic buy.
Bog sales went up by 50.
Yeah, I don't get panic.
Bog roll, not bog sales. People went out that bathroom fitted. You know what they're like.
Extra bugs. I didn't understand the buying extra toilet roll ever. It doesn't give you the shit, does it? COVID,
yeah, it does.
Not properly though. It's not. That's not its.
It's not
main.
the proper shit.
No,
I know the proper ones, Graeme.
It gives you a bit of a dicky tummy, Coves. Yeah, it's one of the things. I'm going to just say, by the way, we were consuming a McDonald's breakfast as we're doing this because we've never done the pot. It's just gone 9 a.m.
It's so early. This is too early for conversation. This is like the first conversation we've had. I've not really spoke to my girlfriend. She was still asleep.
Steve's still in bed.
So this is the first conversation we've had, and we went straight in at Brexit.
No, I mean, there's nothing else going on.
There is.
What?
There's loads.
Well, all right, yeah, there are things going on, but I'm like, they're the things that are going to like
ruin our year, ruin 2021. Thanks, Graeme.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
But the end of the world is on. Nothing's allowed in or out the UK. New Year's Eve was a weird time to say we're going to leave the European Union because, as we all know, New Year's Eve is always a shitty letdown, isn't it? New Year's Eve is always a letdown. Have you ever had a good one?
Never. Is anyone? Maybe some people have.
Maybe the odd one, yeah.
But not
the super rich.
I always imagine if you were on holiday, it'd be better. I see people that do Thailand. It's like, oh, we were on the beach and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's sick.
Steve went to Australia years ago for New Year's.
Unreal.
Rung us. Happy New Year. It's been New Year here for 12 hours.
Midday.
Nice one, mate. And we're still awake. So the end of the world is defo on, but Amazon's still delivering, and that's still happening.
I think I realised something about Amazon, actually. They are genuinely... And like, Jeff Bezos is Santa Claus. The warehouses are the workshops. The elves are the workers. I think it makes sense. Just think about it. Think at the rate they can deliver at. I think Amazon could do... Do you know when people question Santa's magic? That always...
Who's questioning Santa's magic?
It makes my blood boil.
Who is doing that?
How does he get round to every house in a night? You know, when the idiot kids try and come out with that. I reckon Amazon could.
Yeah, I think they could.
Amazon could efficiently deliver a parcel to every single house in the world in the space of 12
that's
hours.
True.
I order stuff, and I've ordered something last night, and it's coming before midday today. I can't make sense of that
level of efficiency.
And even on this week, it's Christmas week.
But they're lining everything up, aren't they? They've got stuff at like distribution depots everywhere, and I imagine they use that much tech that they'll line up them deliveries perfectly. Everything will slot into place, so it's one fluid parcel motion.
And it's mad when you're seeing our government seem to just be cocking up everything.
Yeah,
they can't really communicate to it. Like it's so bad.
Track and trace. Do you reckon? They reckon if that's not fit, the French, by the way, aren't letting us in or out of their nation.
The French, you know what they're like.
Well, that's what we're saying now. What about those French? It's like going back 200 years. They're not letting us in or out their country until we've sorted out a good track and trace system.
That's fair.
No, yeah, it is fair, but we're not going to get one sorted. We've spent £22 billion and we haven't got one. It's a fucking shambles. Excuse me. And then 11 billion of that has gone to fucking friends of the Tory party, people who've managed to get contracts. Anyway, right. So we're all fucked. Why have I started to go on about France, Dylan? Remind me.
I don't know.
But still relevant though. Oh yeah, Amazon. Don't know what that's related to France. Don't know why Amazon's related.
We're tired, aren't we? Can you tell? Is Amazon French? No, but he's Santa Claus, isn't he? Jeff Bezos, whether you like him or not, he is a modern day Santa Claus. Mad thought.
Yeah, he is. Amazon. I bought lube on the internet the other day.
Straight in with that?
No, I don't know what way to describe it.
There's no way of.
I bought lube, right? And
is it flavoured?
No.
Is it tingly?
No.
Is it numbing?
I'd hate all that. No, it's just lube.
Old fashioned,
just common,
like from the 1930s.
Just common
lube,
common old garden lube.
So I bog standard lube.
I bought it on the internet, and what I was concerned about was it's going to be delivered Christmas Eve, and I'm out for a lot of the day. So I was like, "Are Amazon going to go lube delivery? Get your lube."
What, at the bottom of the street? Come and collect your lube. He's opened it.
What are they going to do? Well, one of my best mates years ago bought a sling on the internet.
A what?
A sex
He had a bad arm.
thing. Yeah.
Sling for
and it's split in the post.
What do you mean it's split?
The packaging split.
To be fair, I wouldn't know what that was.
A sling.
As in, if I seen an open, you're going to have to show me what it looks like. If I seen a parcel open and there was a sex swing.
No, yeah.
Like a playground swings. I've made that weird. I'm going to move on.
I'll show you.
Show me it now, because I wouldn't recognise.
One of them.
What's that? It looks like a stair lift for your nan.
Yeah.
Just a bit more.
It could work like that. There we go.
If your nan needed a latex stair lift.
Love swings. That's what they call it. Love swings.
Love swings.
That there.
Let's see.
So that arrived in reception where he lived. That.
Okay, yeah.
And the fellas were like, it was in Manchester, and they were like, "Oh, I think your mate's ordered some like a thing for his camera. I think he's ordered a tripod or something."
Oh, we got it so wrong. The tripod's already set up, don't worry, mate. just a swing. Bring this in.
Yeah. So, where would they leave that? Would they put it up?
Try and stuff it through the letterbox. Imagine that. Dog going mad at the other end.
Chewing it, rugging it round. So that's a problem with Christmas. Another problem, how are you getting on? It's Yaz's first Christmas, isn't it, love?
Well, sort of, yeah. First time we're like properly living together, full on Christmas.
I made her sound like a toddler. Yaz's first Christmas. Is she looking forward to Santa?
She's not a toddler. Yeah, she's buzzing for Santa. She's 24.
Yeah.
I'm kind of having a nightmare with the gifts.
Why?
The whole gift situation. Like,
right.
with the internet and with AI and with algorithms and stuff, I love it. I think it's great.
Oh,
I think it
love a good algo.
I think it needs some work. It needs some tweaking, but I think it works. But one tweak they need to make is with the Christmas presents. Is obviously I'll Google stuff for like, oh, makeup, oh, for the thing, oh, for the thing, and then bought stuff from a company, and then every advert, we watch YouTube together, me and my girlfriend, so every advert that comes up, here's this gift you bought. Look at this gift you bought. No. I've already bought it as well. Is there not a thing that when you buy the thing, the advert just pulls out? Is there not a pull-out method with the ads? You know what I mean?
It's the
weird things.
It's the cookies, dude, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's ruined Christmas.
Opt out. Do you know what your problem
Who
is?
opts out of cookies? What it says? Accept all cookies or learn more.
Well, they click on learn more, and a lot of them go reject all.
I didn't know that.
Relying on you to go. Have you ever fucking clicked it?
No, I've only ever clicked accept all. Who clicks learn? Who wants to learn? Who wants to learn more?
My dearly beloved works for an e-commerce company thing, and he always goes no, and just go to. Oh no, it's a pain sometimes. You have to opt out. Do you want any letters? No.
See, I'm an absolute.
Want cookies? Why would I want letters?
I'm an absolute sucker for just.
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah,
like the terms and conditions thing. Scroll to the bottom. Agree. Let me just get in.
Hand over my firstborn.
Yeah, could say anything.
Got no children, so that's fine.
It really could say anything.
Yeah. So how is she with the is she excited? Is she going to be waking up at 3 in the morning?
Oh yeah. She's buzzing.
Crying because she can't get to sleep.
Crying, all of that. She's questioning Christmas quite a bit, which I love.
She's right too, Dylan. Do you know why? Because it's mainly trope based.
Graeme Smith.
I read something.
What were we saying the other week? He wants to cancel Christmas.
I don't want to cancel
Christmas.
And now
here he is.
I'm just spilling the truth on Christmas.
Why? Go on, what's the Christmas truth, Graeme? Here he is.
I read the other day, it was like, there's a website that was selling like nice little Christmas things, but it was posh. And they were like, one of the popular festive tropes is, and I was like, oh, they're tropes. Like the only thing I've ever heard trope said in front of before was anti-Semitic.
And
anti-Semitic tropes. And I was like, oh, Christmas has tropes as well. So tropes just means like memes. So Christmas tree, that's a meme.
Yeah, the origins of it are very confusing. Like how that's so connected to the birth of Christ.
Well, did you not know outside the manger there was a tree, and the wise men came and they decorated it with lights.
Little fairy on top.
They put a fairy on top, and that was the first Christmas, right there.
And then they all got the twiglets out and the Toblerone.
They did, and the nan came round. So what's she been questioning? Yaz been questioning?
Oh, she asks me.
She's been questioning Christmas.
Yeah.
You know you can't do that.
Well, she sort of questions. Like, so when was this? Is this his birthday?
Which bit is she unsure about there?
Baby Jesus.
Little Jesus.
Little Jesus.
Little Baba Jesus.
Well, so is this his birthday? Stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, it's his birthday. And she's like, well, what's Easter? And I'm like, well, that's when he died. And I'm like, she keeps asking, when's it like the 2000s start? So, like, when was the year 0? Was it his birthday? Was it at the second he was born? Did everyone go, right, here we go, it's north and all
yeah, boys, new watch. Everyone handing out a new watch. People all that with their phones.
New calendar. No, it's all 0 now. Yeah, 0 January.
The changeover point must have been a mad moment in history. Everyone was going, this watch, bin. Put this in the bin. And the wise men, they were on top of that. Yeah. They turned up with new watches and said, here, these watches are in AD, not BC.
And gold and
meh.
The smellies. They got the aftershave.
The smellies, yeah. Well, that's what it was.
What was it, frankincense?
Gold, frankincense and myrrh. It was the very first Smellies gift set.
It was like a Lynx Africa set, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Frankincense and myrrh.
We have come a long way by camel with these. At least that's the only time anyone ever got Smellies at Christmas that they appreciated it. Like, you've come all, we don't even know who you are. You followed a star.
And it stinks in here. Cows just shit over there.
Well, it would have been like that.
Well, Yeah, I also
It
think
was a manger.
it wasn't that long ago.
It was a while back, like, but
But not that long ago. In the grand scale of history, I feel like we should have more evidence. I feel like I don't know.
more evidence.
Not more
We've
evidence,
got a number of. I was about to say how many gospels there. I don't know, but you've got gospels there.
We've
dear.
got all that.
You've got
But
the Bible.
It's only 2,000 years, 2,020 years now. Like the
today.
Egyptians are 1,500 years older than that. And think of like how much we've got of that. If you look at the start of Islam, that's like 400-500 years after Christ. Like it's all so recent if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like the Göbekli Tepe in Turkey,
12,000 years ago.
12,000. So when that was there, we'll wait 10,000 years and then Christ will come. Mad.
Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah.
In the grand scheme of
the
it,
grand scheme of
it's
things.
quite new. Jesus is quite new.
Jesus
Jesus
is quite new.
He's quite. That's his
the
new
new
theme.
hymn. It's the new hymn. Jesus is quite new. I'm quite. That'd be one of them ones that you enjoyed at school, wouldn't it?
Oh, we had one band.
Go on, what?
Maybe we had one band, right? Because the kids would get too lit, and that's genuinely true.
What used to happen?
We'd turn up. We really would. It was God's not dead. No, he is alive. But that was the song. But everyone would shout no. Like, no! But when you've got like 200 kids doing it, the teachers would tell us off, and like the next line was,
Don't be too into God.
You can feel it in your feet. And everyone would have to stomp. But everyone stomped so hard, like the floor would go mad. And
The teachers all go mad.
we got fumed.
You enjoyed that too much.
Do it, Carmen. And we done it so much, it got banned. So this song was that lit, it got banned and we could never sing it. God's not dead. No! He is alive. Bit mad, thinking on like some of the hymns.
Well, you're meant to get involved with stuff like that. Don't be getting too involved. Why'd you fucking make us sing it then?
Yeah, good point. But I
You
mean,
in or out? Did you say that to them? You in or out with the God thing? You aged fucking 6.
I was trying to give it beans.
Asking all the questions.
I was giving it beans.
I love how Christmas is treated like it's like kind of a universal cultural experience, and like your missus, she's experienced Christmas before. She's lived in the UK most of her adult life, but she's from a Muslim family, and obviously Christmas isn't the centre of focal point of the year.
I don't
So
really care.
Well, did they care?
Why would they?
I don't know. Did she,
If you're a Christian now, how bothered are you about Eid? Do you know what I mean? But
I don't know. I don't
it's
even
the
know when
same.
it is.
There you go. It's the
I
same.
wasn't saying that to be horrible. I don't even know when it is.
Oh, looking down your nose.
Can be like that, yeah. Would you like to go to another nation and I'll tell you what they
What,
do?
and see their Christmas traditions, Graeme?
I've got loads here. I've got a website over
let's
that
have a-
tells you what happens. All of them.
Serbia.
Serbia.
What's it? Because our Christmas is a bit mad in the UK, isn't it? Make any sense?
In Serbia, the main church is the Orthodox Church. That's the key thing. If you've got the Orthodox Church, you tend not to celebrate on the Christmas day. It tends to be like a bit later. Which means that Christmas Eve is on the 6th of January. Christmas Day is on the 7th. Yeah, if you're in the Orthodox Church, like they have a Greek Orthodox Church, Russian Orthodox Church, it's later. The Orthodox Church Advent starts on the 28th of November and lasts for 6 weeks. Fucking hell.
I've never heard of this.
Some people fast and they don't eat food that comes from animals, so they won't eat milk, meat, eggs, etc. A bit like, I don't know, like...
So they go vegan. So in Serbia's Christmas is they go vegan
Before
on January the 6th for a few weeks.
During Advent, yeah. Sounds like they treat it like Lent. Never knew that.
I mean, it just doesn't sound fun. Ours is just capitalism.
Oh, God, yeah.
Ours is just go and spend money now.
On anything. Get
Anything.
into debt. Debt, please. What else do you want? Come on, that was interesting. Serbia.
I've never even heard of that. I
No,
didn't know
me
that was a
neither.
done thing.
Me neither.
Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa
Because
Rica.
I can
let's
imagine
go.
that to be quite nice.
I imagine it to be quite yank. Quite American. Sorry, we'll edit that.
Don't.
Christmas in Costa Rica comes at the end of the school year.
What?
What? People like to decorate their houses with beautiful tropical flowers. Oh, there's a nativity scene. Blah, blah, blah.
Tropical flowers sounds nice. We have fir trees.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Like, ooh, that's we laugh at other cultures for doing things, but like we bring trees indoors and put things on them.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
no one really
normal.
questions why.
Oh, it's just the tree.
There's a lot you don't question with Christmas.
Because you've been drummed into you since a child.
Yeah. Do you think it's done almost I don't
Well, of
know.
course, it's done on purpose.
For
like, that-
said capitalism, to keep it pumping, to
Yeah.
keep people spending. You think
Yeah,
it's
and
good.
don't question it. It's there. It's Christmas.
And it's literally like programmed into you as a kid, isn't it? Receive stuff, give stuff. It's great.
Positively reinforced with prezzies.
Yeah, I mean, I love giving prezzies. To be honest, I don't really like opening presents. That's mad, isn't it? I prefer giving. Much prefer giving. It's awkward opening them,
giving
isn't it?
to receiving.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do.
So, would you like to hear about the Netherlands?
What do the Dutch do at Christmas, Graham? Over to Graham with the Dutch Christmas.
Now, the Dutch.
like the Dutch.
Well, for most children in the Netherlands, the most important day for Christmas is the 5th of December.
Early. Well, early that.
Mm.
I can't quite believe all this.
Apparently, Sinterklaas, St. Nicholas, brings them their presents.
Nice. That's nice of him, innit?
It is nice of him.
Yeah, nice of him.
He's a good fella like that. He looks like this. Oh, he looks a bit like Father Christmas before Coca-Cola got their hands on him.
Yeah, but like half Father Christmas, half Pope. Looks a bit popey.
Yeah, it does. St. Nicholas Day on the 6th of December, but in the Netherlands, they have their big celebrations on the 5th. Yeah. St. Nicholas Eve. Then the name Santa Claus comes from that, obviously. And what they do is Sinterklaas travels into a city or town, so your local city or town in the Netherlands, and they say that he lives in Spain, and every year he chooses a different harbour to arrive in the Netherlands in. So as many children as possible get a chance to see him. He arrives with his servants.
This is okay, like a Santa has elves.
These are servants.
Okay, that's a bit...
They're called Zwarte Pieten, which means Black Peters.
Oh.
Or Sooty Pieten, which means Sooty Peters. Basically, they are small people in blackface, and they dance around Santa.
Okay.
And that's Christmas. I think we got some footage. We'll find some footage here. There it is. There's
Halloween.
So my partner works for a Dutch company, and they get really funny in Holland if you go, that thing with the small people wearing blackface, that's a bit racist. That makes black people...
It's a bit gross.
Yeah.
A bit gross, that really, innit?
That doesn't go down well. You're not allowed to question the tropes. Don't question the tropes.
Are you trying to change tradition?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if it's time for it to move on, then yeah. I mean, how is that connected to the original, like, the birth of Christ?
I don't know.
that's what I mean. But how can you get offended then, I mean? If you were like, right, take the nativity scene away, I'd be like, okay, I can see the uproar from this. Mm-hmm. If you took that away...
Well, or change it. Apparently, like there's a new version of it where they just don't wear blackface. That would be
that's a start.
Everyone's happy with it.
That's a start.
But it does make some people in Holland feel uncomfortable. But a lot of people are like, well, this is our tradition. The same sort of argument that was advanced for using the F slur in that Crimbo song that we like. It's like, oh, these are our traditions.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, well, change them.
Yeah, they're a bit horrible.
They're a bit racist.
Things are horrible and get rid.
Do you want a random one more?
One more,
oh, wait. Boom. What are we doing?
Lithuania.
Oh, the point we're trying to make here is that Christmas is just...
so different everywhere.
Yeah.
So different everywhere, and to not get wrapped up and think that our Christmas is the only Christmas and the only right Christmas, I think.
Christmas Eve is more important than Christmas Day in Lithuania.
Mad.
They have a big boss meal on Christmas Eve. Yeah. And before the meal can be eaten, lots of prep has to take place. The house has to be cleaned. The bedding is changed. What's this? Everyone washes their hands and puts on clean clothes ready for the meal. Nice. Many Lithuanians used to go to the bathhouse to be cleaned before the meal.
I bet.
And it was to be clean to protect them from evil diseases and stuff. The bathhouse, like a sauna.
Oh, you'll go with the big steam.
What, like...
a festive steam.
Let me type in bathhouse.
That's old school, a bathhouse, don't it? Roman times.
What, like one of them sort of places? Like, look at that. Look.
The thought of a communal bath sounds vile, by the way.
That's what I've heard bathhouse before, and it means that that would be it. They'll all go in the bathhouse on Christmas Day.
What's a bathhouse, Graham? Because, I mean, you're going to have to enlighten me on what a bathhouse is, because I don't know.
This is not my words, this is Wikipedia's. A gay bathhouse, or is also known as a gay sauna or a gay steam bath. It's a commercial space for men to have sex with other men.
It's on a commercial scale, guys.
It's a commercial space. Make it sound like Debenhams. So there we are. That's what it is. In general, a gay bath is used for having sexual activity rather than only for bathing. Why did they say a gay bath? So if I go and get in the bath, oh, he's not washing. There we go. I thought that was just a strange way of describing it. I'm going to close my web browsing history. I've got a black genuine leather sling open there, Christmas traditions in Lithuania, and a gay sauna in London's homepage.
It's the most confusing history,
isn't it?
You've had for weeks.
What am I going to be getting now? Adverts.
Oh my god!
When I'm watching YouTube.
Well, I think one of my favourite Christmas conspiracies, Graham, is the origins of it are psychedelic based.
Oh, go on.
And mushroom based.
Oh, go on.
I've been reading up about this, and there's a lot of lot of connections to be made, actually. It's from the old... I've only got some of the information.
I love it when he does this. So I'm going to make an assertion here. It's really controversial.
I've got 70. I've got 78% of the information.
We can roll
I think it was up in Finland somewhere. Wherever Santa's based, the origins of Santa's based up in Finland or Laplandy, Greenlandy.
We get you.
Cold.
Nippy, yeah.
Reindeer based. Wherever there's reindeers, right? So what it'd be is reindeers would consume these mushrooms, and then you'd drink the piss of the reindeer, and then you would have these.
Didn't the shit like a shamans used to
Shamans used to do
piss?
it, yeah, and it's still a thing that some do, because you will trip. Apparently, if it passes through a reindeer's system, it's more potent than just the mushroom.
Wow.
Mad.
So you use the reindeer as like a machine to prepare it.
And then you have it, and then whatever to the gods flying. That explains why reindeers fly. Like, why has no one ever questioned the reindeer in the sleigh?
Oh yeah, well, I'm also like we said, no one questions bringing in a tree from your garden.
The tree is also linked,
getting it dressed up. Well,
So
that's people tripping balls as well.
These specific psychedelic mushrooms that these reindeers love and stuff would grow underneath the fir tree, which is what we use as our Christmas tree. So the theory is the Christmas presents under the Christmas tree is actually just a big hint and a big indicator of mushrooms under tree. They're the presents. That's what you need. That's the connection. That's the mushrooms are also red and white as well. Which is why some people don't think that Coca-Cola made Christmas red. They think it's always been red. It lost its red for a bit, and then red come back.
I think that from what we've seen before, the Sinterklaas thing, and they based Father Christmas on Sinterklaas for an advertising campaign. I think they've found what's there, what looks right, and just massively put all our money on red.
Well, that's what they did, wasn't it?
Get what I mean, though? And
it turned round. It worked for Coca-Cola. People associate the Coca-Cola advert with Christmas now. That's marketing done right, done wrong. People don't think it's Christmas until you see the Coca-Cola advert. What's that about?
Yeah. It was
Do you even have a Coca Christmas? Do you who thinks
why
Christmas?
Why would you need a Coca Christmas?
I think summer.
It's cold. Yeah,
exactly. It's a summer drink.
Well, maybe that's why they had to go out the way to market the hell out of it.
And he nailed it.
Relevant. Yeah.
Everyone just consumed it stupidly. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't really I would only drink Coca-Cola at say Christmas now. Imagine that. Is anyone where you work? There was a lad where I used to work. He used to have my can of Coke. He's fat as fuck. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh, well, I've found where you're getting all your sugar from.
Yeah. Oh, my God, the sugar in Coke.
Insane.
They started making cans a bit smaller and thinner, haven't they? So it's like, oh, it's not a full can. I'm like, what's in it?
It's still nice when you have a Coke.
Yeah. There's nothing quite like that first gulp of a cold can of Coke.
Didn't used to be cocaine in it?
Yeah.
That was like the secret ingredient. What is it that makes this so...
Oh, this is great. I've got loads of energy. I want to fight people, though. Yes. Try this Pepsi. It might be... That's an option.
Yeah, so that's Christmas.
So Christmas is psychedelic based origins. I think that's fair.
Oh, and Christmas being cut from the big multi-house in this country, from the big multi-household events. 5 days we were given. 5 days, mingle, 15 houses.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, now it's just one house, and a lot of people I think will be pleased about that. There was a fella on the news the other day, is Cockney. And they were like, how are you feeling about the fact that Christmas has been cancelled? And he went, well, it gets me off the hook with the mother-in-law, so that's attached. And then walked away. And
when sweeping chimneys. Just after that.
Honestly, it was... I'll see if we can find that footage of the guy. I love the way he goes. So that's attached.
Roll it.
Here he is. Oh, what?
Just meant me going to the mother-in-law's. Why you got to go now? So it's a right touch.
Proper Cockney.
I think he's like a Crystal Palace supporter or something. In my head he is.
A proper one.
So that's Christmas wrapped up there, I think, isn't it? Really,
Christmas is a chat. Same. I feel like we should. We haven't talked aliens or anything.
We haven't. No.
Can we have one little?
Can
we have one quick space chat?
Oh, space chat
before we go for the year.
Space chat.
I think
space chat.
I think something really exciting for 2021 and beyond. What? Something really, really exciting. I think we're about to witness a proper space race.
Between
so China have just come back from the moon with lunar rocks, and they're ready for it.
Why do they keep coming back with rocks?
Rocks, that's all we've got, guys. Oh, they're planning to make a lunar base soon, a lot sooner than anyone else is planning to. So I think that's going to make America want to push forward and be like, oh, we're going to be there. And then I thought, why is it like China versus America in the space race?
Well,
we're a globe. I know, but we're in
countries now.
Is there not a way? Like I was thinking, like, could SpaceX not do it? Because SpaceX is obviously like a company. It's Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon Musk. He listens. He's a big fan. Shout out Elon. Could they not sort of use SpaceX as the glue? And everyone kind of half work for SpaceX, all the best people from China and all the best people from America and NASA and stuff like that.
The fact that it's a company.
And let's go as SpaceX. Let's not go as China versus America, because if we were to come together with those sorts of things, I mean, this is
space is all about that coming together.
World peace is pretty much what I'm asking for right now. But that's what if we're traveling
space. The International Space Station was meant to be like that, wasn't it? I mean. But yeah, I see what you mean.
If we're traveling the stars, I don't think we should be doing it like, oh, countries racing together. It's like, nah, let's work together here.
Yeah.
That's
really interesting what you said about SpaceX, though, because it's not a nation state, and he's relatively well in with the Chinese government, or he seems to be.
Well, he is now with Tesla. He's opened factories in Tesla. He's obviously in with America, the grants he gets for the SpaceX. So he's kind of in with both of them. Could he be the man to sort of be like, listen, we could get to Mars in a few years?
That's a really interesting viewpoint.
That's a really interesting thought for 2021.
I really like that.
I thought of that last night in bed and was just like, we're gonna witness a space race, aren't we? We really are. We probably are. Genuinely quite excited for that.
The reason for that, I think, is because if you look at it like this, there's the US and China. Russia's dropped out the picture.
Yeah,
and it's actually a fight to see who's got the biggest dick, isn't it? Really.
Get your dicks out, but put your dicks together, China and America.
Clip that off.
That's my message for 2021. I hope that's the Queen's speech on Christmas Day as well.
Get your dicks out
and put them together. Merry Christmas. Over and out.
Yeah, that's obviously how we go forward.
Yeah.
I think so.
To Mars we go.
There was one thing I wanted to just raise with you this morning.
Go on, mate.
You know Megan Barton Hanson, who was in the fucking...
Megan Barton Hanson.
What's her name? Yeah, that's it.
Love Island.
Yeah, that one.
Love Island one.
Show you there.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
One in there.
She's got an OnlyFans.
Nice.
Yeah. And she got a cast done. A mould done.
Oh, a love cast.
Of her boobs at first.
Right.
And then she goes, oh, had to get that. And she puts it, meow, done, didn't I? Oh, and there she is. Legs akimbo.
I love that saying.
Get
them legs akimbo.
Having that done.
Is this as a Christmas present? Is this what she's doing? Is she...
Oh, as a present.
Is it a present?
My own vagina.
That is odd. But I mean...
It's to promote body confidence.
You can get them made into chocolates and stuff. You can get your bumhole made into little chocolate stuff.
So you got to mould your bumhole?
You got to mould your bumhole, send it off, and they make chocolate moulds out of it, and then...
I knew someone once who got a mould made of their penis. It's all right, I don't know them anymore. It's not Steve before you
start. For what purpose? For like door handles?
As a weapon. What was it you used to say with GTA when you played GTA as a kid?
I used to play GTA San Andreas as a kid, and you could dress up in a full gimp suit and have a 3-foot long purple dildo, and I didn't know what it was.
Is that when it all started for you?
I didn't know what it
started dressing in gimp.
Didn't know what it meant. I normalised gimp suits early on in my life. You know,
comedy though, gimp suits are funny
or scary. They sit in a weird, as if someone was going to run at you in a gimp suit. I'd be terrified.
They're the gimp, aren't they?
Imagine two actions.
If it was the master.
Someone sprinting at you in a gimp suit, terrifying. If you've seen a man in the park doing a cartwheel in a gimp suit, funniest thing I've ever seen.
Funny, yeah.
It's all about the action with the gimp suit.
Yes, but if there was a man in the park and he was in a bush in a gimp suit, I'd be like, fucking hell.
Go on.
Stay away from that bush.
For a bit.
So, someone I know got a mould made of his knob.
That's good.
It's someone I knew quite well. Mm. And, it broke in the end. But it
broke?
The mould.
Oh.
Yeah, he had to put it in the thing. And he was like, are you going to get one made of yours? And I was like, I don't want or need one. I don't need reminding about that. imagine having it on your fucking...
on the paperweight.
I love it. This woman she's got a website, the woman that does it, to promote body confidence.
That's a good idea. So it's like body art, is it? So you put them on the wall. And
female body casting artist, and generally tits, and that looks very arty. Oh fucking hell. There's the fanny ones.
The boobs are good. The fanny ones are nice. The face on Graeme there.
Vulva casting.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. She's got the plaster of Paris on. I just like...
See, it seems uncomfortable from start to finish. The end product seems uncomfortable.
I bet it's not that hard to get done. That vagina there reminds me... I don't know, can we show it? It's a cast. That reminds me of, the Ood off Doctor Who.
I do.
Right? The alien. That fanny looks like the Ood. There we go. There they are. Tell me that doesn't look like that. A bit.
A little bit. Show me the ooze again.
There's the
There you
ooze
go.
a bit, and there's one of those vulva casts. It's like if the ooze had a shave.
What are you saying?
Tell me that doesn't. Oh, that's horrible. You get what I mean.
Do you know what, Graeme? I get what you mean. Should we leave that there?
I'm going to book in with her.
Oh, it's like an alien's face, isn't it?
No, but not every vagina is like an alien's face. I'm not being like, I don't hate women.
Okay.
No, but like some people think gay men, but like you get oh God, I can't go near that fanny. Like I've got mates that, before you call me internally homophobic, I've got mates that talk and act like that, right? And I'm always like, why? What's wrong with that vagina? But that particular cast,
Yeah, it wasn't the most flattering cast. Like that's the thing with some of the casts is they don't, as standalone objects, some things don't necessarily look
nice.
They need to be connected to stuff.
Fanny on its own.
Just a penis by itself, weird. Just an ass by itself, weird. It's a bit, I think mutilation. I think weirdness. I don't think.
Yeah, but the boob cast, I look arty. Like imagine, on your, like in your house on the side,
boobs
on the side,
on the kitchen counter.
Yeah.
I get loads done. I wouldn't just want one. I'd want each individual boob, and I'd want tits all around the house.
Just
everywhere.
odd boobs here and
The
there.
doorbell's a big tit. Anything that could theoretically be boob, I want boob.
Everywhere. What I want is your front door to ding dong. You have to push the, what's it called, the bit round the
Areola.
Yeah.
Just push the areola, Graeme. Shouting at you through the window. Push it. It's funny.
It's in the bog upstairs. We're down in a minute. Just push the areola. I'm so tired, by the way. We're gonna have to wrap up. Love.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to wrap up the year. This is 2020 boxed off, done. Thank you so much for jumping on this journey with us.
I'm having a tattoo done in 29 minutes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What are you getting?
Inside bicep there.
Oh,
I'm like that. I'm either gonna get the bit finished there, or my hand's gonna get done.
He's going to be covered. When you next see Graeme, he's going to have all prison face tattoos.
Lizard man, I'll be like Lizard man.
I love it.
Like him, just piercings everywhere.
Tongue all ripped and whatever. They do all mad stuff then, don't they?
Yeah, I'm going to surprise Tom who's doing it. Right, I've a bit of a surprise here. And I want an ood fanny cast.
Yeah, the serpent's tongue and the ood, please. To go. What? Anyway,
that was it, yeah.
2021, we're ramping stuff up. Aren't we, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's only getting bigger and better, people. So come and say hi on the socials, all of that. You know how it goes. And thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot. It really does.
It genuinely does. 2021 is going to be sick. Thank you for listening. Bye. Over and out. Bye now. Bye. Tell me that recorded or I will die. It's time to open your mind, expand your outlook, and occasionally soil yourself with delight.
This is the NTR podcast with Dylan Evans and Graeme Smith.